Hi everyone, I'm Nancy with Ladybugs Flowers and Rustic Decor, and today we're going to be making some stockings. I did take my white material and paint it red, and what we're going to do is we're going to hot glue these. Then we're going to fill them in with some stuffing somewhat and then decorate them. I am going to put some burlap on them. So, anyways, let me try to get some of the little wrinkles out. And get the foot. They're not cut exactly the same, so I will have to cut around after I get them glued on. So we're going to start off gluing them. I'm going to start up here. And just kind of go around, because I know I am going to have to cut off some of this. But we want to make sure it's glued good. I have to cut off one side of the other. On each one of them that I do. And I'm making 4. So I'm just going to start right here and go up, making sure I get enough glue on it and wanting to leave that top part open. So I'm going to come around to this side. And put glue up that side. And just press it down. And make sure it's glued good. And now what we're going to do is, let me put my glasses on where I can see better. What we're going to do, well, they need to be wiped off. Bad. I hope everyone's had a great Saturday. All right. We're just going to cut around. Not wanting to unglue it, but to get them the same size. As each other. And we'll have to go to the other side too and cut, because we might have some on that side. Like up here at the top. It's longer. And we're wanting it all to be the same. These little corners here, a little tricky. And I'm going to have to re-glue, not for sure. Looks like I am right here, but I cut it away. But we want to have them both the same size. And I thought, well, I'll just wait till I get them glued, and that way I could cut them out better. And I did just paint them a regular red color, apple barrel paint, just red. I had to go over them a couple of times, not to have them looking like the insides of them. See if we got that good right there. Okay, there's our first one. We are going to have to glue it down again right here where I did start gluing in the first place. That's what the problem was. And it dried on me. Alright, we're going to set that one over to the side and start on our next one. Doing the same thing. But I'm not going to go completely around this time. That way my glue will stay. And I'm keeping it up just a little bit. Like, what I'm meaning is my glue when I'm putting my glue on, I'm trying to not get it just right on the edge because they're not cut out the same, and you can see that. Or I'm going to have to cut off extra. And I didn't have this one cut near as close. Alright, so we're going to take it and just do the same thing. Let's just cut down and get that part that I didn't get it even. And cut around it. And I'm going to flip it over and do the same thing. I don't know if that's glued or not. I can't tell. But when we start to put the stuffing in, I'll be able to tell it. I like to cut a little more of this right here. Just to get it even. To get this out of our way. Of our stocking. I don't know if I have enough room. I might have to take something and stick it where I can flip it out some. This side does have lace, but I'm not wanting to use that. It's just a little stiffer. What I want to do though is put a little strip at the top of my stocking. I didn't get that even, I don't think. But I'm not wanting it to close up. Neither. And that way we've got something a little different besides red. So we are going to do it. I might as well glue at the heel of it. What I'm going to do is just set it up here to where I can see where I need to cut to get it to curve around that heel. And I don't want it just um, I don't want it to just be square right here. So I didn't think this out on that part. I didn't know I wanted to put it on the heel. Let's see what it'll look like if I just kind of curve it. Just giving it another little patch. Get me another glue stick. Get this glued down good. And then we're going to do the same thing for the toe. Just going to cut off a piece right here. Where I can get it curved around. I'm not the best in the world cutting out. I don't think I want it to be we're just going to cut it down just a little bit. Getting us some glue on to hold our little piece of burlap on there. Okay, that's how our first side is looking. I like it. And it don't look like our top part is even. And what we're going to want to do is do this on both sides. Put a piece at the top. Then we can cut off what we don't need. Cut a piece for our heel. I'm trying to see how I done this. Or I can have them the same. Or almost the same. And the length and all. So I'm just going to take it and just cut off a little bit of the trying to get them about right. It is going to be on the opposite side. So it's not going to be that big of a deal. Then you choose whatever side you want to be shown. Alright, now we're fixing to do our toe. Let me look at my toe, see how long I had it. Well, I was cutting with that. I'm going to straighten this one up a little bit. And as I said, it don't have to be exactly the same, but we're trying to get it close. And there we are. There's our little first stocking. Not completed yet, but we're going to do the same thing with all 4 of them. Well, all 3 now. Trying to get them as close as we can. To each other. Alright, let me cut us off some more of our burlap. to get our heel made. Not wanting to be wasteful. Trying not to be. I need to turn it around this way where I can see. Alright. Now we're going to turn it back around. Now I'm just going to carve some in. Bring it back around. And I'm going to cut straight up on this. I don't know why I'm making it so difficult here. There we are. Not the same size, but we're close enough. Put our glue down. I think I went up just a little higher than I did on the other one. Alright. Now we're going to cut us off a piece for our toe. So we're just going to go around this. And cut off. We're going to get it as close as we can to what it's supposed to be. And glue that down. Trying to get it on both ends, but I did skip out a little bit on this one. So what I'm going to do is just cut in on it. And if I have to re-glue, I will. Alright. Now we're going to do our other side. I think that'll be long enough. Not quite. That one will. Just keep that together. Cut down what you don't need. And at the top. Always can even it out. Alright, now we're going to do our heel. Trying to get it as even as we can. And I'm just going to take and cut it in. Word. Not wanting to cut a lot of it away. This one wasn't quite as big on the other side. We'll cut off a little bit of that to make it even. Got another mess again. Gotta have a little glue right there. Now we're gonna make our toe. Alright, we're going to get that glued down. And I believe it might be, but it's meeting pretty much. Trying to get it pretty even. And there's our two little stockings. See, I mean, I just think that will look really cute to have them outlined. I do. So we're going to start up here at the top. Put us some glue. And we're wanting it to be at the edges. And just keep on going around. Get this glue off my fingers. Y'all can see what I'm doing. We're going to do it on both sides. On both stockings. But I'm going to do them on all four. Want it to stay. And if I have to, I'll paint back over where there might be some glue. I think this will turn out to be really cute. And then a little glue up here at the top. Then what we're going to want to do is cut us off a strip. I want to go across the top part. But not closing it up. Still wanting it to be open. Then I want to take a strip and go across this part of it. And there goes the amulets. I hope whoever it is okay. We're wanting it to stay. Cut a little bit of that off. Then I also want to outline the sock with it is a sock, but stocking, whatever you want to say. I want to outline the heel of it. I think that looks real rustic looking, vintage. And then put a little bit right there. Of your glue. Get it snipped off. And then take a little glue and put it across there. And there's our first little outline. We're going to do our other one. We are going to do the back side of that one too. Where the video is not taking so long, we're just going to go ahead. And I done this right the opposite of how I done the other one. That's okay, because they're not looking exactly alike anyways. Run it down. And like I said, where I've got the glue, all I have to do is go back with my red paint and just touch up with a brush. Because we are wanting this to be right on the edge, and I don't know why I went out so far. Getting this all the way around. Go ahead and snip that. Looks like it's going to have to be snipped just a little more. And what I'm doing here is now going to outline around the heel and of course up at the top. Got to give us another glue stick. cut that down. And then we got our second one outlined. I think they turned out cute. And I didn't get my stuffing, so let me get my stuffing. If I've got any in here, got plenty of other stuff. And what I'm going to do here, did end up having to open it up to get stuffing in there because I got it too narrow and too long. Because I was wrinkling it all up. And still got my toe closed. I gotta put a lot of stuff in. I might end up having to open up the other one too. Not for sure. Just enough to make it fill out some. But I did stuff it down there at the bottom. But now we're going to have to glue this back together. Just part of it. My first time doing it. My first time making these little stockings, never made one before. And never have really watched anybody make one. Not the way I'm doing it anyways. Alright. We did get it closed back up. Got it pushed down there somewhat. Got some stuffing. Let's make us a little hook up here at the top. We're just going to glue it together. I'm going to put one on each side of it. There I go, burning myself again. And there's our little hook for our stocking. I think it's adorable. The only thing is I didn't get it wide enough to put a lot of stuffing in it. But I like it. So here they are. I think they turned out pretty good for it to be my first time ever making one. I love them. I love the colors. You can tell I like red and brown. But I hope that you enjoyed the video. And always remember, you are enough. And have a blessed night. Thank you.